What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out. A lot of people been saying, Lo, where the hell have you been? Because I ain't been doing a couple of videos in a couple of days. I'm still recouping from the holiday, and I enjoyed my 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July as well. But something has came across my antenna, man. It came against my radar. And it's about Larry Hoover. And of course, you guys know I love and respect and honor Mr. Hoover. So I speak a lot about Mr. Hoover. And that's part of this program. You will know about the OGs of Chicago, Jeff Ford, Larry Hoover, Willie Lloyd, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of bullshit going on. And I know because I've been seeing it up and down my timeline, man. I've been saying some good shit and I've been saying some bad shit about this whole entire situation. So what I got to say about it is a lot, man. I'm gonna need y'all to grab your cups, grab your popcorn, sit back and relax, and let your homeboy Lo from the Go take you on a ride. Now look, check this out. The other day, this came across my radar. These are allegedly the words of Mr. Larry Hoover. I am no longer a member, leader, or even an elder statesman of the Gangster Disciples. I want nothing to do with it now and forever. Very powerful words spoken by Mr. Hoover. He wants nothing to do with Gangster Disciple, growth and development now and forever. From here on out, he wanted to be known as the man that he is. First and foremost, let me tell you, this isn't the first time that Larry Hoover has said similar things like this. He has to renounce his affiliation with the Gangster Disciples and growth and development in order to try to receive an out date, man, in order to receive parole and get out of prison. Now, it's a damn shame that Mr. Hoover is not locked up for murders or nothing like that. He's locked up under a drug conspiracy, right? And people say, well, the GDs are running rapid through the streets of America, and we got to keep Mr. Hoover locked up behind bars just to show those guys that it's not going to happen, when it's the exact opposite. The longer we got Mr. Hoover locked up, the longer the streets of Chicago and the streets all across America are getting worse. And that's all part of the plan of the government, ladies and gentlemen. The government is the biggest enemy to the black people. Look what they did to Martin Luther King, to the Black Panthers, to Mr. Hoover. It's all the same thing. He's no different than Malcolm X in my eyes. And I'm pretty sure the history books down the line will get a hold of his ideology and get a hold of his literature and see that this man spoke with the sense of a college professor. People will be studying, and they already are doing it, but people in the future will definitely be studying the literature that was written by Mr. Hoover, right? Now, I got something to say about it because Debo Jones, man, shout out to my homeboy Debo, man. He had to check me earlier, but there ain't no love lost. You was right, little bro. Sometimes the elders got to listen to the youngs. You know what I'm saying? We got to listen to those guys. We got to understand those guys. But this is what Debo Jones had to say about the whole shit. Wise niggas are robbed and took guns from, making fun of Larry Hoover down my timeline. Now, let me explain a little bit to you guys, because I've been sending it down my timeline. I saw a picture of Larry Hoover and the caption said, "Is this y'all mans?" As if they was making a joke of Larry Hoover trying to get out. Look at all the niggas that's behind bars in prison. What do they say to the parole board? I found Jesus. I changed my life. I'm a changed man. Knowing good and goddamn well the thoughts that run through these people's minds are the same. They can't wait to get out on the streets to continue doing what they did. But not Mr. Hoover. Mr. Hoover is very sincere in what he's saying. Mr. Hoover just want to put everything behind him. From what I'm getting, Mr. Hoover is now 71 years old and spent a large amount of his life behind bars, being a real stand-up leader, being a real stand-up person, somebody that all of Chicago can be proud of. whether you fanball or whether you folks. You should be proud of Mr. Hoover, especially when you go out of town, because I know the first question that people ask a lot of you guys when you're out of town is, what's up with Mr. Hoover? So check this out. There also was a lot of good comments about what Mr. Hoover said. A lot of guys was like, he deserved to say that. He deserved to retire. Yes, he does deserve to retire. Normally, you retire at the age of 65 years old. Mr. Hoover is now 71 years old, ladies and gentlemen. So he should have the right to retire if he so chooses, right? I retired from my gang life a long time ago, and I'm not nearly as old as Mr. Hoover. He can still be considered as my father. In fact, he's older than my father. A lot of guys is out here on the internet saying, oh my God, why did Larry Hoover do this? Why did Larry Hoover say that? Don't he know there's nobody out here to lead us? We need the leader to stay in power and all of this nonsense. First off, man, like I said before, the man is retired. Ladies and gentlemen, he's retired. And with y'all speaking like that, there's nowhere in hell that Mr. Hoover would have a chance to come home. Y'all niggas didn't learn from Mr. Hoover's literature. Y'all did not learn from his ideology, right? Y'all didn't. Because you wouldn't be asking a question like that. You would know the leader is within you. You are the leader. You follow the rules, you go by the guidelines, and you lead your family. Now, let me tell you what Mr. Hoover taught me. He taught me how to lead, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. He taught me to be a one-man army. Yes, he did, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you how. He taught me to lead with knowledge. Go to school, hit the books, become somebody. Back in my day, growth and development members forced younger members to go to school. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know that. You go to school, you hit those books, you gain that knowledge so that you can elevate yourself and your family out of the predicaments that's going on in America. Don't you want to do that? Don't you want to guide your family? You listen to the word and you listen to the thoughts in the literature. It tells you that you should be doing that. I also learned from Mr. Hoover, once I get that knowledge, I got to use my wisdom to give back. So what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means that somebody behind me, they shouldn't have to struggle to get the same shit that I got. It should be easier for them to get that because I should pass down this wisdom, man. Each one teach one. So with me passing down the wisdom, the next person, the next young black man behind me, he can say, well, Lo then told me how the game go, so I'm gonna do it the way Lo said, because he knows already. He already know how to turn those corners, right? And with that wisdom brings us to an understanding. We got to understand the youth. They not going through the same trials and tribulations that we went through in our past. Times has changed. We got new technology. We got new things going on. So instead of downing the youth for the things that they do on Facebook, we got to teach them the right way. We got to show them the way. We got to understand that these kids is not living in the time that we lived in. Times has changed. Shit is different. So use your understanding to understand the kids, and that way they can look up to you and they can respect your knowledge and your wisdom. Let's get back to the educational. You go to school, you get your education, you become a leader in your household. You show your children how they can become leaders in their households, and so on and so forth. And with that, it brings us as a people to stand strong. He also taught me to lead my family in economical situations as well. We have to learn economics. It's plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. Without being economical, without knowing anything about economics, our dollar in the black community will always just shoot out to other communities. As quick as we get it, It's as quick as the Chinese man get it. It's as quick as the white man get it. It's as quick as the Indian get it from the casinos. Because we get our money. We're not doing economics. We're not spending our shit on the right things. So guess what? We fucked up right there. We gotta use our minds, use our knowledge and our wisdom, and definitely understanding how to use your money to bring economic relief to the community, ladies and gentlemen. Larry Hoover also taught us to be political. You have to be able to control the community, control the activities that's going on in the community, control the dollars that's coming into the community, and only the righteous should be able to do these type of things. But if you listen to the literature, every one of us should be moving in a righteous way. And we got to get people in these offices that's looking out for our benefits, that's looking out for the community, that's willing to help us keep that black dollar, that $1 trillion economic power in the black community. We got to build schools. We got to build hospitals. We need doctors, lawyers, teachers, etc. And we got to also develop our communities. We have to develop the communities. When they say battle block, that's exactly what they're talking about. Now, that's what I like about the battle block program. It's helping us with our development in our community. And it got to be social, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be social. And what I mean by that is I have to bring in this brother for his expertise. I have to bring in this brother for his expertise. I have to bring in this guy because he's a plumber. I have to bring in this guy because he's a builder. And we keep that black dollar in the black community. Now, to all the people that's saying Mr. Hoover left the group as if he's supposed to try to die in jail, that don't even add up. Mr. Hoover has grown. His family needs him back. And you motherfuckers get online talking this bullshit, man. I have to say this. Even though it's been said before, but now we got the internet and everybody's popping out with an opinion. Kudos to Mr. Hoover. May your retirement work out well for you, sir. You put in the work. You've did the time. And as far as everybody, what are we going to do now? Who's next? It's time for you to lead the community. Now, this knowledge that Mr. Hoover has put out over the years, it ain't just for Gangster Disciple and growth and development. It's for the entire black community. He put it in a goddamn book. So it's for everybody. It's for the entire black community. We got to get political. We got to get educated. We got to get social with each other on positive things, not just the party, not just the strip club. We got to get together and buy these blocks. Tell me how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Once again, kudos to Mr. Hoover and the brother Debo Jones. I want to say thank you for putting that out there like that. Y'all make sure y'all check out Debo Jones, man, Mr. GDN. You know, that was a powerful post that you put up there. And I know that you just lost a family member, so I want to send condolences to you and your family because you guys just lost a family member. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check me out, man. I'm here. I ain't been here in a while. I ain't did nothing in a couple of days, but I'm here for the bullshit now. I'm back. Bitch, I'm back. Peace.